Good afternoon, everyone, and we're checking in live from League of Coffee Republic. You're joining us for episode 2 of Coach Cafe, and for this afternoon, I am your host, Coach A, and with my co-host is
Coach Abby,
Coach Mel,
Coach Clint,
Coach Ed,
Coach Candy. And today, we're going to be talking about relationship matters. Relationship matters, that's why it matters to you. Or you make it a matter, that's why it's a matter in your life at this point in time. It's Love Month, but of course, every day of the year is always love. But today, our focus is really the relationship that matters to you and why it matters to you and why it would matter to you today, tomorrow, and forever. So there's forevermore in love. So there's also forevermore in relationships. Okay, hashtag forevermore. Okay, you're joining us for episode 2, and today we would like you to remember that relationship is not only romantic relationship, but there are so many kinds of relationship. So kung ikaw ay walang pag-ibig ngayong buwan ng pag-ibig, meron ka pa rin relasyon. Okay? So we're also inviting parents, okay, to join us for this afternoon as we learn about relationship with your children, relationship with your spouses. Kung ikaw po naman ay guro, okay, relationship with your students. Kung ikaw ay empleyado, relationship with your employees. At kung ikaw naman ay talagang simpleng tao lang, relasyon sa mga taong nasa paligid mo. Alam mo, kahit dumadaan ka lang, sumasakay ka lang ng MRT, dumadaan ka lang, sumasakay ka lang sa mga guards, diba, ng bahay mo, ng condo mo, or those in the offices, you are building relationship whether you like it or not. And today, let's talk about how to build that kind of relationship intentionally because relationship matters. Okay, so let's hear from our coaches right now. Coach Abby, what is a relationship that matters to you?
I am Coach Abby, and for me, a relationship that matters to me is a relationship that is centered in love.
Center in love.
Centered in love, and it is the kind of love that will grow and will make you a better person.
So pagka-stagnant na coach, wala nang relasyon.
Yeah.
Ay, so nagtanong lang ang aga, di ba? Kasi sabi niya, centered in love, pero dapat may growth.
Yeah.
Okay, so hindi pwedeng
Because love will grow.
hashtag love grows. Okay, kung kayo po ay interesado, okay, to share the love, okay, today, this Saturday afternoon, share this link to your friends, to your loved ones, okay, to your timeline, and to the Facebook groups. Or it's better if you tag at least 3 people you love and let them know that you have relationship. Diba? At least malamdaman pala, ay, may relasyon pala ako sa taong to. Kung lalo na po kung may nakakalimot sa inyo, okay, itag yan. Hello, may relasyon tayo. Okay, Coach Mel.
Hi, I am Coach Mel. The relationship that matters to me is that one that makes me grow, and what's important in that is we communicate.
Ay,
Communication is a requirement for a better relationship.
to grow.
Yes.
Tama nga naman. Kasi kung mahal mo, i-communicate ka.
Yes.
So kung tumalikod na, may iba na siyang ka-communicate. Kayo naman.
Wala na yun.
Hindi, isip ko lang. Agad-agad. Isip ko lang.
Advance.
Ang layo eh.
Layo.
Dito na, alam nyo, ganun talaga pag mga girls, pag mga lady coach. So kaya meron din kaming, men in the house, okay? Meron din kami mga male coaches. So sila na. Take it away, Coach Clint.
Hi, my name is Clint, and to me, a relationship that matters is a relationship na nagbibigay sa akin ng impact sa buhay ko. So these are impactful relationships. So yun nga, it causes us to grow, it causes us to improve ourselves. Pero these relationships don't always mean na they last a lifetime. Minsan, panandalian lang, they come into our life, they come and go. But these relationships matter kasi they make us better person.
Yes.
Ibig sabihin nun, kahit dumaan lang ng saglit, may impact. Hindi naman. Pero ayoko lang ng dumadaan. Ako lang naman. Ako lang
So,
naman
hindi
yun.
stay?
Ayoko, gusto ko staying power.
oh.
Ako lang naman yun. Coach Ed.
Hi, good day, I'm Coach Ed. Siguro relationship matters to me kasi relationship give us the opportunity to rediscover our values in different aspect of our life. Starting from family, kung rational or emotional ka ba, relationship, romantically, baka naman sobrang emotional ka, or sa budgeting for girls, napaka-rational nila. So, that's relationship for the opportunity. din.
Coach Michael!
Hello!
Okay, watching from Leyte. Hello! Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Coach Michael, pag may question ka, si Coach Michael, ang pag-ibig i-share ngayon. Oh, may relationship yan si Coach Michael.
Oo, meron yan. Ayan. So, hi everyone, I'm Coach Kelly. For me, relationship that matters is a relationship that I make it to a point that matters. So, for me, it's very intentional when I make relationships. And hindi siya kahit anong klaseng relationship, di ba? An authentic relationship.
Ayan na naman tayo sa authentic. Hashtag authentic.
Pupush ko talaga yung authentic relationship.
Oo.
Whether it be friends or yung family not by blood or romantic relationship, it should be very intentional and very authentic to me.
Okay.
Kasi kasama sa akin yun. And it should be related to my mission and purpose in life.
Okay. Parang pareho sila nung sinasabi kasi ito purpose and mission. Sa'yo, Coach, kanina values.
Values, yes.
No? Closely knitted siya dun sa values mo regardless kung anong klase siyang relationship. Okay? So, medyo lang po, no? Medyo may nosebleed pa dito. Ako relationship that matters to me are relationship, kalma lang ha, relationship that is with divine appointment. Ay, kalma lang. Okay, simple lang pong ibig sabihin yan. Alright. Oo. Kasi when I was preparing and thinking about this kanina, meron nang alam mo yun, yung medyo gumaganon. And I remember people would always say that blood is thicker than water, di ba? And which it means that we value those relationship that is born out of our blood relationship. Ibig sabihin on our family and people na ka-blood natin, relatives natin. And I was thinking that yes, it's true that they matter because it's not a choice. We are connected with them. But to me, when I evaluated my relationship at the moment, these are the relationship that divinely provided, meaning at that season, there is a purpose why the relationship exists. Alright? All relationship have reasons and purpose, but I want to be on the present. Ay, ang coaches kasi present, di ba? Parang at this point in time, there are divinely orchestrated relationship, whether they are by blood, meaning they are relatives, our spouses, our children, and at a certain point in time, these people may not be available and around. Like for example, we have OFWs, right? And then the relationship with their family would be LDR, long distance relationship, right? And at that moment in time, hindi po masakit sa dibdib yan. Okay, ang ibig lang po sabihin yan, we are still able of making relationship even if we are separated by distance. Alright? Now, those relationship that is with you at the present, like while your loved ones are out there here in the Philippines and you're out there working in other parts of the world, there are relationship right now that matters to you. It does not replace, it won't replace your family, alright? But these are the relationship that strengthen, alright? Even your relationship with those that is already biologically and maritally founded. Kaya siya may divine purpose, no? Because many people will be thinking that relationship is parang exchange. Alam mo yun, parang, friends tayo ngayon. So pag friends ko siya po, kasi hindi na tayo friends. Kasi parang gano'n, diba? Parang it's always that you have to make a choice. To me, it's like, if you see the divine purpose, it's not an exchange, but it's founding. Like, if you are married, you can still build relationship, okay, but be sure that the relationship is building your marriage up.
Yes.
Right? So, if you already have friends right now, then you add friends that will build up to the friendship. Diba? Kaya nga, like in the coffee shop, diba, meron tayong tinatawag na super tribe. Kasi iba-iba yung friendships. And then we put it all together, we collaborate. Alright? So, I think this time, let me hear from you, coaches. If you want to challenge, if you want to challenge our audience or help them evaluate their relationship right now, if it really matters, what is that one question na gusto nyo itanong sa kanila?
Ako meron.
Okay, sige, Coach Ken.
Take an inventory of your relationships and see if your relationships help you grow or hinders your growth.
Personally to.
Personally.
Okay.
Personally. It's kasi when you grow personally, the professional follow. Professional, di ba? The profession follows.
Makes sense.
Kasi you're the one behind the profession. You're the one behind working on the profession. So you have to make sure yung personal mo na. So in your relationships, ilan yung relationships that helps you grow? And how many are the relationships that makes you stagnant? Ngayon, madali lang naman yon. You edit your relationships. Di ba may edit? So you can park relationships or you can choose doon sa mga naging stagnant, is there a way to bump up or revamp the relationships? Kasi di ba pag stagnant,
Baka kailangan lang ng oxygen.
Oo, baka kailangan ng something, ayan, to revamp it.
Or baka, maganda yung point niya, baka kailangan makahinga.
Oo.
Or baka naman kailangan ng space. Ang ganda nung
kailangan
sinabi.
ng space. So, really
Punta ka sa
evaluate yung relationships and take an inventory where your relationships are right now.
Tama naman, no? Tama na. Okay, Coach Ed.
Siguro ako, if there's a question that gusto ko mag-start and yung goal why I joined this is because of factors in relationships such as success, fame, wealth, health. Imagine yourself if everything that is of that is stripped away from you. What relationship would it be? What relationship would still matters to them that it matters to you? So gusto ko kasing mas expound natin yung sarili natin that because some person or some family relatives or kung sino man out of ourselves is loving you for certain things that you have, but if that thing was took away
Kung wala siya.
kung wala na yun, is that kind of relationship still matters or mawawala na din siya because of that certain thing?
It's like the significance.
Yes.
It's like asking, where is the relationship anchored?
Yes.
Is it anchored to significantly matter to them or to the other person? Diba? Kasi pag ganun, pag tinanggal mo yung point of significance,
Yes.
mawawala din yung relationship. Ang sakit
So
naman.
ito yung parang mga sinasabi, nagbago ka na.
Oo.
I like that.
Di ba? Nagbago ka na, hindi na
nandyan
tulad
lang
ng
pag may
dati.
kailangan sila.
Ay,
That is also a good relationship. Kasi yung values
For convenience.
For
Relationship
convenience.
for convenience.
Benefit.
Relationship for convenience and benefit.
We're not talking about romantic relationships here.
every relationship
Not
naman.
just the romantic relationship.
Well, it's given that you have a benefits and convenience for having relationship. I think that's the purpose that we're having relationship. But if it is the mere purpose of having the relationship, ay dito tayo di problema.
Yes.
Tama.
Tama? O, Coach, ikaw naman, anong tanong natin sa kanila?
For one way to know if the relationship matters is to reflect on it. Does it make you grow as a person or does it hinder you? This is similar yung sa sinabi ko kanina. Kasi we have friends in life, we have a lot of people in our lives that sometimes we love these people, di ba? And we think they love us too.
But, we
But-
think
Malaking bat eh.
Yeah, but sometimes kasi they're not really good for us.
oh, challenge tayo dyan.
Not
This
really
could
helping
be
us.
friends na they don't necessarily mean bad things to you. Parang hindi nila ginagawa.
Intentional.
Oh, hindi sila intention na makasama sa'yo.
Or maybe they're not bad by nature.
Oh, they're not bad by nature.
But-
Pero because of where you're currently at saka yung yung gusto mong tahakin sa buhay mo, these people are hindering you. They're not necessarily bad people.
Yes,
It's just that right now, hindi sila nakaka-focus sa'yo.
Mismatch yung talaga.
Mismatch. I think it's like when there are relationships that is overprotective.
Yes.
That they will not allow you to take risks. Right?
Go out there.
To go out there and find out things, and then because they're coming from the space of protection and love, they would say it's love, but that hinders you to explore. Kasi nga, it's coming from a space of overprotecting. Diba? So, pag ganda ng coach din, ayaw mo. For a season.
For a season.
I don't suggest severing the relationship. Huwag naman gano'n. It's just siguro get some distance or
Space
allow
Space
yourself
talaga.
space, allow yourself to
Sa universe
be more explorative.
I think sometimes tayo din kasi yung kailangan ng space.
Yes po.
Sometimes it's us, personally. Diba? Ito yung hashtag, it's not about you, it's about me.
Wow.
Diba? It's because there are relationships that maybe we have grown so accustomed that we start being independent.
Comfort zone.
Too
Go for it.
familiar.
Naging comfort zone sila.
And because it's already comfort zone, it's no longer serving its purpose. Coach Lemuel and Coach Lorraine, thank you for joining
Coach
us.
Lemuel.
Okay, please share this or tag 3 people that you love so they get to know that you have a relationship with them. At least they get reminded today. Shwen?
My question is this. How often do you fight?
In a relationship.
Apunta natin ng Cebu.
Yes.
All the...
Because in any relationship, there is conflict.
Yes. Wow.
So the conflict, you should evaluate, is it helping you, is it helping you to learn and to value more the relationship, or is it parting you apart? Causing you to part ways. As long as we are fighting, there is clashes of ideas, but when two persons fight often, it causes the relationship to drift apart. So any relationship, you should evaluate how often do you fight. Does it make you more closer together, or does it drift you apart? That's a question.
How often? And I think another thing that you have is, what's the fight for?
Yes, the reason why you fight.
Why you're fighting?
Why you're fighting.
Tingnan ko dyan, Coach.
Oh.
It's also good for those relationship na hindi naman nagpa-fight. Maybe it's time to look onto that relationship.
Mag-away?
Yung hindi nag-aaway. Kasi pag hindi nag-aaway, conflict makes people grow. So pag hindi nag-aaway, paano na yun? Parang makatotohanan ba yung relasyon?
At I think I'm blessed with that kind of relationship with my husband. We barely fight.
But there's still fight.
I believe there is
Conflict.
There is conflict. Well, the reason I barely we really have this heated conversation. But I think it's not because there is no conflict, but because of utmost respect. So there is conflict. But that's where I want to drive it. Like, what are you fighting for? Like, in my case, and I believe one of these days we'll have my husband here on floor, okay? He's very profound, okay? So he can really take this over and the whole, I'm gonna look forward that you all men and then all ladies. I think that's beautiful, no, Coach? We seldom fight or argue over things. But there is always a presence of a conflict. It's just that there's so much respect for both parties that I believe we kind of look into what is it that's causing the breakdown. And if you're able to resolve it, I think yung sinasabi ni Coach Mel na kaya may yung how often, right? Because there is the presence of the conflict, right? But it doesn't necessarily that the conflict will cause you to fight.
Yes.
Right? So conflict would be there, which is the sign of growth because you're growing, and not necessarily when you grow, your partner, your friends necessarily immediately grabs the growth, right? So there's a conflict. There's a conflict of ideas, conflict of interest, conflict of understanding. But your conflict, would that always lead to fighting?
Yes.
And should it be ba?
Yes.
Diba?
The reason for fighting and why fight in the first place?
I think that's the question. Why fight?
Why fight in the first place?
At saka usually question kasi is about, usually pag nag-start kayo ng argument or conflict, who will adjust? Kasi we tend to adjust but will not compromise our values. If our values are opposite, yung talagang we challenge our values, but syempre in a relationship, we are willing to adjust. Kasi it's work two ways. Talaga na
Love
you
and
adjust.
respect.
Yes, love and respect. You adjust.
And adjusting does not mean you are wrong and she is right or the other person is right or other way around. But it's like agreeing to disagree without compromising your separate values.
Yes.
But understanding that when you operate on the same space, alright, there is that mutual respect and understanding.
Yes.
Now, if the relationship does not serve your values, alright, your purpose, I believe you will have to step out of the space. The space, right? No, pwede namang nandun pa rin yung relationship. Sabi nga ni Coach Kate, hindi mo siya talaga isi-severe, hindi mo siya talaga ika-cut. Pwede namang naka-part. Sabi ni Coach Kate, diba? Oo, in-edit niya.
Evaluation.
Ako ibang space muna. Wala ka muna. Ibang dimensions nila. Kasi di ba, like for example, there are times that, I think this is also what parents would say. Your time now is to study. And then you're having a relationship, you're having romantic relationship. And children could not understand, why can't I have a romantic relationship? I'm in love, I have crush, da 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 da. It's because that space right now is for you to learn. That space is for you to be equipped, right? It doesn't mean that you are being curtailed to love, but your space now does not provide for that kind of relationship.
Does it mean prioritize?
Prioritize or the significant, again, I'm going back to my, what is the divine purpose of that relationship to you at that particular season? Because to begin with, no, if you have a very early relationship, like when you're in high school, of course, I fell in love with my husband when I was in high school, so I know better, okay? So trust me, I know better. But when you give chance to yourself to grow, you give love a better chance of making it through the years. Yes.
Maturity kasi.
Maturity, di ba?
Kailangan ng maturity.
Coach Abby?
Ano naman po, yung, like, my question for the audience is, do you know your calling in life?
Ay, yun na yun. Kapitayo. Calling na to eh.
Calling.
Big time.
Do you know your calling? Kasi, if you know your calling, I believe the relationship will automatically be adjusted on that particular calling that you have.
Mag-a-align.
Yes, mag-a-align.
I-add lang siya.
Yes, it will just align if you are focusing on your calling. Ano ba yun? Because for me, a relationship is a choice. And you should have, if you know your calling, you will be the one choosing it. Parang they are not the one na magpupumilit na magsumiksek to you because always, it will end up na you will be the one choosing the relationship for you.
So, walang pilitan, coach.
Decision mo pa rin.
Intentional,
Decision.
coach.
Intentional.
Huwag mong ipilit ang sarili mo. Parang ganun ba yun?
Para di masaktan.
Ay, parang... Hashtag huwag masaktan. Okay, if you have questions for us, any of the coaches here, you can write it in the comment below, okay? Or you can send us a private message later on after our Coach Cafe. Coach Cafe is happening every Saturday, 12 noon, okay? And this will go on even if Coach A is not on board, even if Coach A is not in Manila or somewhere else down there. We are advancing the life coach profession. We are certifying people from different parts of our country. So we will be, okay, in Cebu, February 23 for Life Coaching 101. And of course, our flag bearer, Mommy Bell, is already there and supporting Mommy Bell.
Coach Mel here.
Okay, would you like to invite them, Coach Mel?
Hi friends, I'm inviting you to join us on February 23 for the Life Coaching 101 and then March 16,
15 and
15 and 16 for the Life Coaching Certification class. I hope some of my friends in Cebu are now trying to invite their friends.
Coach, you're staying there for a season.
Yes, I will stay there for a while.
Yes.
I'm saying goodbye to some of my friends here. I hope.
She'll be back, but not so soon. That one we know, okay. And we look forward, Coach Mel, from Cebu to other parts of the Philippines, all the way to other parts of the world. Okay, Coach Mel have this heart to really educate and to really reach out to people, not only in the Philippines, but internationally. So, pray for her, diba? Pray for her. And if you happen to be in Cebu, okay, welcome her on February 13. Okay, welcome her on February 13. Have moments with her. She got a lot of things to share about the profession and really the relationship that you want to build. Okay, coaching is the best way to nurture that.
Yes.
Would you agree? Would you
Yes.
agree? Okay. Now, next question that I normally ask from clients about the relationship is this: when do I know it's about time to let go and to move on? Common yan for relationship coaches. Ang tanong talaga, coach, it hurts. When is the best time to hold on or to let go, or should I still wait? Okay, so there is one person who's been waiting for the person to lay the intention for 35 years. Wow. And she's still waiting. Yeah, that's a real case, okay? She messaged me and she been to different parts of the world. Now she's back in Manila, back in the same hometown, believing and hoping that the man will lay down the intention after 35 years.
After 35.
They never silang naging sila.
So, ongoing pa siya.
Yeah, she's waiting, she's hoping. That was last year, so 36th year na namin ngayon. Kasi 35 years last year.
Wow.
Yeah, so she cut off a lot of relationship abroad. Like, whenever the relationship is about to end in marriage, like it's already getting, very serious romantically, she would cut the relationship because she is looking forward going back to Manila, to the Philippines for that childhood, not even childhood, high school, college, college lang. And this is not secret, okay? This is, by the way, we coaches have non-disclosure agreement, and normally when we share story, this is not secret. Because she would tell me that the reason why she got me, or she got to my private messaging, because a friend of hers, she's been sharing this to people, okay, in the hometown. And one of my followers from the hometown said, you better communicate with Coach A. Because the question is here, okay, especially the two of your male, okay, if you're watching, okay, I have your Coach Clint and Coach Ed, all right, your question is, how do I know it's time to let go? So I'm throwing it to the men right now in the house. Coaches, ang sinasabi niya, nakita na kasi sila ulit last year. Binata pa din.
Alright.
Alright.
Chance.
Oo. And the posture is, mahiyain lang siya. Torpe lang siya.
Torpe to do what?
Yun lang. Yun yung term nga, di ba? Torpe lang.
Lay
Or,
down daw.
I think ang sabi niya parang, because he wanted me to see him in his house. And because I wasn't able to go, then I feel guilty that I'm not giving him a chance. Oh, now I asked na, if you're watching, I asked the male
After
na.
35 years, siguro ako, I'd start na taking
35 talaga to,
35
Coach.
years.
Oo.
So, sana hindi din, parang understand saan yung level of relationship mo with the guy. Kasi maraming guy na kilala ko na mahihain talaga. But 35 years for me is so long na kahit gaano katorpe ang guy, if the guy wants to move, the guy will move. Hindi siya yung kahit torpe mahihain, that person will really intentionally feel you love. So hanggang saan yung level of love na pinaparamdam sa'yo ng guy? Or maybe,
He said, I'm cute.
I'm
and
cute.
I haven't changed. That I'm beautiful.
that's usual.
Ay, sorry.
Even kapatid ko sinasabihan ko ng cute and beautiful.
Tinanong ko na ha.
Oo. Pero kasi ang point there is, are you taking off from your emotions or from your head? Kasi kung feeling lang ito, and you need to validate that from your head, that is the actions appropriate for what I'm feeling. O baka naman ako yung nag-a-assume for 35 years. I'm not judging or wanting to say anything na may lower down your expectation, but to understand the absolute truth in time. You already have 35 years given to this person, waiting for this person. And maybe it's time to really think more than to feel more. To love more about what you think than just to express how you feel.
Coach.
Think
More
more
than feel more.
Don't
Hindi,
let
Coach,
go,
gusto ko yung
don't-
sinabi ni Coach Ed, yung sinabi niya na kahit gano'ng katorpe yan,
Totoo ba yan?
they do things that will fill you with love.
That's, pero coach, I wanna take off, no? Because I'm gonna share this link to her later on. That's what she's saying. Whenever I go and visit, I will not say the place, okay? The friends would just say, oh, that's you. Okay, whenever I go to a place and he's there, okay, he will make me feel important. Isn't it that's the sign? And I'm just not helping him.
Make you feel important, to what extent of feel important. Baka naman kasi that person is always like that to other person. Like, this is Monday, this is for you, Tuesday, this is for other person. Pero, it's not labeled. Oo you don't know Pero,
O talaga mabait lang siya.
oo, friendly Yun kasi misconception.
Kumbaga interpretation ng feeling.
35 years, So you have comments, and she's gonna be watching, okay? And she's, You know, she said, Coach, I'm so desperate to know if I should be moving or not. Well, actually, her question to me is, so wala kami? So walang kami?
So anong truth? Kayo ba o hindi? So kung hindi,
So how do I know? Because I left the Philippines.
Sabay liba.
oo. Kasi baka meron kang ibang gusto i-suggest. Kasi you live for the Philippines. Pero kasi kahit gaano, basta ang point of view ko is kahit gaano ka-korte yung this guy will make moves more than giving you significance. This guy will give you more than of what is feel good. Kasi love is an action verb.
I
It's
like
not
that.
a feeling.
More than the feel good.
Yes. Kasi baka puro feel good pero wala talaga yung intentions to really move to it. Then it's not really love for me. That's not authentic love because it's being mindful. Being authentic is mindful. If that person is not mindful to you, then you may getting love but it's not authentic and real. And we don't want that.
Let's hear from...
Coach Cliff.
Okay, ayan na ha. Because I promised her talaga. I
Sorry,
promised her that I will ask male coaches. Because I told her that, you know, I fell in love with my husband today when I was 15. So I understand how you feel. But to me, well, I know he likes me. Well, he married me, okay, for one. We're married and we've got children. I'm still married to him. He's there actually in front. So I know there that, you know, there would be some biases because she was desperate asking me, so how could you really know that there's none of us? And then she even asked me, what was he doing and everything? Well, I said, I knew it. And he said, that's why I knew it. Okay. So I told her, okay, let me ask some of the coaches because I told her, I messaged her like 3 weeks ago. I said, by February, wait because I will have to really go and bring online male people. So you hear the male. Kasi the male kasi daw, man of few words kayo, di ba? So paano daw ba malalaman ng babae, Coach Crit, na may hinihintay?
Yung sa 35 years na yan.
35 years
Sabi,
talaga.
hindi siya naghihintay.
Magka-36 na kami.
It could be kasi naghihintay ka, pero meron pa talagang hinihintay.
Ouch.
Pwede.
Yun.
First sa lalaki.
Sorry.
Sa lalaki, for the guy, if the guy really feels something for you,
Yes.
35 years is too long.
More than enough.
Diba? More than enough to man up and at least say, I like you. And
At least.
I know, Coach, sinabi daw, I like you.
I like you.
Yeah, I
As
like
what?
you and
As a
ano,
friend? As a
I like
partner?
you and with a kiss on the cheek.
Napaisip sila bigla.
Yeah, I like
It changed the
Sister
game.
Elisa.
I like you.
Like
Oh.
sister.
Go, Coach Lynn. May kiss na daw sa pisngi.
Dumebel up na.
Oo, meron siyang kiss on the cheek and then this was so very sweet and he said, I like you. And then when we met on the coach, he said, you've never changed. You're still beautiful and cute.
Okay.
Okay.
It could be that the guy really likes you.
Oh!
Pwede naman.
Pwede.
Or hindi natin tinatanggal yung possibility na yun.
Alright,
But-
I like that.
I want to ask you, ano yung value mo sa sarili mo? How do you love? Ano yung pagmamahal mo sa sarili mo? Ano yung halaga mo as a person?
How do you respect
Yeah,
yourself?
how do you respect yourself? You as a woman,
Wow.
35 years na, sumata medyo.
Magka-36 na po kami ngayon.
36 na, 36 mo na. Ano yung halaga mo sa person? Are you someone who ang halaga mo lang is yung taong pinaghihintay lang dyan?
Option.
Option ka lang that the guy is not willing or not
To take risks.
or willing to take risks
Buti
or
na lang
having
married
the
na ako,
courage
secured ako.
to actually tell you or take it to the next level, diba? Kasi eto lagi inano ko sa mga babae na nakakausap ko when they have problems with relationship.
Alright.
Lagi akong iniiwan, ganyan, parang hindi ako siniseryoso. Hindi, ano ba yung halaga mo kasi? What is your worth? Diba, kung alam mo kasi yung worth mo as a person, would you really allow yourself na ipagsampabilan ng isang tao?
Yes.
So am I not good enough? Am I not capable of having a good relationship?
It's not about you not being good enough. The thing is, you are good enough. Everyone is good enough. Okay? We are enough. To the right person.
Yes. You just need the opportunity. And if you don't have the opportunity with this person, you need to look and pray for another opportunity. Oo, kasi ganito eh. Ano lang,
Buti na lang lalaki. I
Kailangan-
promise you, okay. So,
kailangan we accept kung saan yung point of view natin. Kasi most of men, nakilala ko, rational mag-isip. And most of the girls, when, terms of relationship lang to emotional. Kasi in every, pero, minsan di ba, feel ko, ganito. And it make us understand or knew na ito yun. Umaabot sa utak pero hindi talaga siya napaprocess kasi most men are mind games. If girls reaches to that kind of mind game, sasabihin ng girl na, I'm super independent, I'm top of my game, with men or without men, I'm good.
Yeah.
Because she is rational. Pero kasi pag emotional, lahat yan, emotion eh. Pero you need to process it here. So you may understand that yes, yung pagiging blinded is ma-remove mo siya. Because tama si Clint, 35 years is so long. And maybe this person like you enough, but hindi sobrang enough to really pursue on taking risk of having a good and intimate relationship exclusively to you.
okay, hear it from the male coaches in the house. Okay. So, coaches, okay, listening. Okay, it's not you waiting for 30, 60 years. Okay. But if you are this woman watching, okay, what is at least one question that you can allow her to ponder on, to move on or to stay? Because I think there's also a part of her that says, what happened to my 35 years? Is it not like worth waiting or giving it another chance to finally nail it? Because naghintay na rin naman ako ng 35 years.
Coach me, ako dyan. Di ba? Siguro, it's really in relation with, Coach Clint. What's your value as a person? And how do you see yourself? Kasi how you see yourself will reflect on the relationship that you would want. 35 years, yun yung maganda dun. 35 years you waited for so long. Gusto mo pa ba gawin 36, 37, 38?
Ang 36 na namin to,
Di ba pag 36, gusto mo pag gawin until 40? Until when will you devalue yourself? Kasi the person, the relationship, if they know your value, they will go for your value.
Good.
They will go for your value. And the question is, how do you value yourself? Because how you value yourself will reflect on how other people should value you.
Absolutely. Coach,
Ah,
question for her to think.
think about this.
Yan, think about this. Okay.
He said that he likes you, but did he ever say he loves you? No.
Because I was young then.
But she's visiting the place time and again, coach.
Yeah, that's why he asked me to go to his place.
Yeah. Why is he asking you to go to his place? Why
That's my question. That's my
why
question.
not naman go to your place if it's really intentional?
Yes.
Pursuing the relationship.
Kasi
Or,
maging
you know,
value, right?
Yes.
If value mo is women should be pursued by men, bakit ikaw yung pupunta sa lalaki?
yes. So yung value mo as a woman. Saka sa pagiging babae natin, dapat assured tayo na talagang mahal tayo ng guy. Kasi kung yung lalaki, sinasabi lang niya na gusto kita, it's very different from being mahal kita. So pag sinabi niyang,
From saying it and showing it.
oo, kasi pag gusto kita, maaaring gusto ka lang niya as tao,
Ay.
but not as a woman. Iba kasi yung pag tinitingnan ka niya as a woman, as a partner. Gusto kita as a woman, that man will pursue you. Visit you to the house, give you gifts perhaps, or share dates.
Pero totoo yun, no? Coach, tama ba? Not everyone that you say you're beautiful, you're cute, you're pretty, means you want that person to be your wife.
Yeah.
Tama ba?
Yes, oo.
But when you effort, pag men kasi really effort, yun na yun.
So, pwedeng maganda sa mata mo, pero hindi ka mag-effort.
Yes.
Tsaka ang babae
You
nga
just
kasi
appreciate.
emotional. Pag may naririnig siya na ganong mga salita, ay, ang ganda
Feeling
mo.
niya.
Ayun na, lumalambot.
Ayan na,
So, hindi na nag-iisip.
Binugot niya doon, no? Ganun, no?
Oo. Kaya totoo rin yun eh. Dapat balance. Mind and heart.
Yes.
Kung bumabalance, hindi dapat puro puso. Delikado pag puro puso.
Yan tayo eh.
Deceitful yun, deceitful.
Coach
Yes.
Abby.
Yung question to for
Buti na lang may
her.
teddy bear tayo. Teddy
Yung
bear.
ano, pigang-piga na siya,
Isang
Coach.
tapis ang
Pigang-piga na siya. Pigang-piga na, buhay pa ba siya?
Oo, ano sabi ko?
Sabi nung teddy bear, ano?
Ginamit ang teddy
Yung
bear.
teddy bear, ano? Hindi, what is love for you? Ano yung definition mo ng love? Kasi iba-iba naman tayo ng definition of love. And I believe na your definition of love is how you love yourself and others. So, kung ano, para how long can you really wait for that guy na i-pursue ka to be real, to be real to you and for you to felt love. Parang ano yung ano yung hinihintay mo na gawin niya for you to felt love. Parang what is that move, particular move, and will you really be satisfied ba
With that.
with that move?
Could it also possible, Coach Abby, that love is a void in her heart? It's possible that not necessarily from that person. If only she would give an opportunity, which I'm gonna take off not only for you, my sister, but to everyone else. That the romantic relationship, I think that's the reason why I want to use that or to share that story. Because the way I look at it, the way I process it, coaches, is that there is really a void for love.
Yes.
Right? But unfortunately, many of us will dictate and demand that kind of void, that void, to be filled by a specific person. Which that void could be like, for example, your void for your father, a void for your siblings, right? A void from, approval of other people superior to you. Because that's what happened to many girls, that you have multiple relationships that doesn't work, and you say it's not working. Because it turned out that you're looking for that kind of love that only your father can give.
Yes, exactly.
The semblance.
Ganun ang father figure.
It's possible. Yeah, by the way, one case here is the guy is older by 15 years. Sorry, I forgot. That's the reason why I can connect with her. But I said during my time, I knew it was sure. I was sure in it. And in my case, there's progress. Alright. Of course, it was different because I was studying, I went to college and all. But there was progress. And I told her, we got married after 6 years. So I didn't have to wait that long. Okay. So the thing here is, when you talk about relationships, the basic there is everyone wants to feel the love. Yes. Right? And to feel the acceptance. And to feel that somebody cares. Diba na? If somebody cares. Okay, now, would you give us a picture, coaches, okay, of a relationship that you would say, this person cares? This is very simple, but not a lot of people is able to get this. So, what is the kind of picture, what is the state that you can see, like, that one thing or one word that you say that person cares? To me, that person cares, or whether romantically, whether friendship-wise, or being like in the same space lang. That person really cares if that person can spend time to be honestly looking at your season in life. That person can really give a time to really look into your season right now, because season change, right? So if that person really cares for you, that person will be able to put that. So to me, my question is really the time. The time. Kasi nga, di ba, in the eyes of a child, love is spelled time. So if that person can spend time, like quality time, to look into your season, then to me, that person cares.
May nakanta ako naisip.
Ay, sige, ano
We
yan?
have the right love at the wrong time.
May paglalagyan tayo dito. Ang sakit. Coach Mel, ikaw.
Communication. Yun ang importante. Well, if you have time, you can communicate naman. Kung LDR naman yan,
Pwede po din, di ba?
Oo.
Coach, pwede
Ang
pa
dami
din
na.
ha?
Yes.
Communicate with us in Manila ha?
video call daw po.
Pwede. Okay.
Yun ang importante kasi in any relationship, in communication kasi talaga, you know the person well eh. Doon mo nakikilala yung tao kung ano yung ideals niya, ano yung views niya, ano yung values niya. Eh kung di kayo mag-uusap, lalo na kung sa relationship nga na, well, romantic relationship, you cannot love a person kung hindi mo alam yung values niya. Hindi madidevelop ang relationship kung hindi mo alam yung stand niya sa maraming bagay. Di ba? So time, take from Coach A, yes. And then additional yung communication. Importante talaga yun. Tsaka doon makikita kung anong isip meron ng tao.
Ouch.
Ano yung, ako, di ba?
Igiging siya yung
Sorry.
level ng pag-iisip dun
Oh,
sa...
kasi
Pero totoo
may mga issues kasi sa buhay na hindi kailangan A-student ka. Hindi kailangan academically intelligent ka.
Uy, tama
Yung
naman.
pagiging wise ng tao, naririnig mo yan, malalaman mo yan, the way he speaks and the way he talks to you.
So,
At
coach,
ano-
hindi kailangan
ano content?
hindi kailangan may master's degree yan.
No. Lalo sa babae, hindi kailangan ng gano'n. Mas mahirap nga kausap kung masyadong student eh. Academically, mas mahirap kausap. Pero pagka wise siya, street smart, and then wise,
Pwede.
masarap siyang kausap in the sense na
May sense.
valuable yung sinasabi niya, matututo ka.
Malaman.
Hindi lang basta nag-uusap, no? Dapat meaningful conversation.
Yes.
Yun yun.
Oo. Coach Abby.
For me, a person who truly cares is a person who gives.
Ay. More than the teddy bears.
Yes, more than material. Because, kasi nag-ano din siya sa akin with my belief na for God so loved the world, let's give. So, ayun, parang reflection of God's love for me.
Coach, ano dapat ang ibinibigay?
Kung ano yung meron siya.
Ay.
What he
Yung
received,
overflow.
yeah, what he received, he will give.
I like that. The overflow.
The overflow of what he receives
Okay.
from the trade.
Ako gusto ko commitment. Kasi baka kung ano nung binigay, sabi ng overflow ko lang, teddy bear. Eh di puro teddy bear yung bahay mo, ayoko niyan. Tapos walang commitment, di ba? 5 taon
Totoo.
ka na
May
naghihintay.
commitment coach, magbibigay siya ng teddy bear.
Oo, tumamda na ako kung teddy bear.
Puro teddy
Ayoko. Teddy bear. I think commitment. Siya 35 years ba may teddy bear? Ay, wala nga. Kasi umalis siya. You have to understand. She went abroad.
Wala
She
daw dito.
Wala eh. She she remembered receiving during the prom night, if I got it right, sorry chocolate. And
Prom
pamaypay.
night?
And pamaypay.
That's
Invite natin siya dito.
Yeah, it's a prom night.
I'll give you
Ay,
flowers.
bibigyan ka daw ng flowers ni
I'll
Coach
give you
Ed.
flowers.
Oo, ha? Oo. No, actually, I was challenging her if she's ready to proceed with coaching. I told her, it's not gonna be me. I'm challenging her actually to consider a meal. Actually, I'm challenging her to take a meal perspective. Because I told her that, well, it's not really my red flag, but I told her that I could really practically connect. Because I fell in love with my husband when I was 15. So I hear what you're saying. It's just that the things that I'm holding on, you don't have it. You don't have it. So, well, we've been processing this. I mean, I think we've been talking for months already. But recently, we reconnected because she's still in there, and now we're turning to 36 years. So obviously, walang nangyari. Then I promised her, okay, we're talking about love on February, and I'll bring in male coaches. And maybe if you're watching, okay, if you watch this on the replay, #replay, okay, we have Coach Clint here and we have Coach Ed, okay, just in case you might not consider really a male coach, as I propose and suggest to you that I believe a male coach would be able to process you or facilitate better your thoughts about men. Because I think the confusion is coming from how men express their emotions. Alright, so how do you see or how do you know that the person cares? Coach Clint.
Who means genuine care.
Genuine care.
Genuine care is yung this person can get mad.
Can
But
get
when
mad at you.
when you need the help, nandun siya. Like, sa kapatid ko,
Kapatid.
pwede ko mag-aaway kami niyan. Kasi nag-uusap ka niyan. But if someone tries to hurt my sister,
Oh, yung bebe.
Iba yan.
Narinig mo yun?
Oo, now you hear. Okay, the sister is 15 years old. So, if you're praying, be praying for the brother.
Prepare for the brother.
Oo, pray for the brother. Okay, tama naman. So, yung genuine talaga na care. Okay, that is beyond whatever is the disagreement. Okay, Coach Ed.
Siguro sa akin, nag-agree ako, love is commitment kasi and actions na when you love someone, you really commit to rediscover this person and love the totality of this person in spite of this person having a lot of weakness and strength. And you are willing to join this person to a journey that will rediscover and bring growth to this relationship. Hindi siya kasi we are naturally selfish eh. Di ba parang ako, feeling ko. But when you learn that to value yourself is to adding a person's value, giving another person's value, the way you value yourself, that is love because you're sharing something that values you to that person. That this person may feel the same or highness of love that this person deserves.
Coach, I like what you said, no? Yung rediscovery, which applies not only to romantic relationship. Even if it's your relationship with your spouse, your siblings, your parents, or your friends, it's good that you rediscover again the person in a new light. Laging ganun. Parang yun, progression din yung sinasabi. Ang ganda nun. Okay, Coach Candy?
For me, genuine care is understanding. Yeah, understanding kasi yung sinasabi ni Coach Ed, di ba, yung rediscover, hindi siya magagawa pag walang understanding.
Okay. So understanding. Okay. So we're almost, how many minutes are we live right now? 50. So we're done with our last 10 minutes, and I want to throw this opportunity with our coaches, okay, to share with you what they do as a life coach, and maybe if you are somebody right now who's challenged with your relationship, stuck in a relationship, wants to improve in your relationship, and we're not talking only about romantic relationships here. Actually, we're really looking into the romantic relationship as an example, but that example of our romantic relationship is actually a reality that our desire for romantic relationship is a result of relationship that have not been nurtured well, all right, on the core. Because immediately we have our family, we have our siblings, we have our parents, we have our peers, we have our friends. And most of the time, we give the toil, okay, the toil of building a relationship romantically. So we are torn, parang we feel that because I'm void of this relationship, my romantic relationship will the thing that fail, right? So it's we have to understand that when we get to a romantic relationship, we really have to be full. Otherwise, our romantic relationship, when we have all the hopes, highs, and dreams that this will fill the void, it will not fill the void. It will be another disgrace to you simply because you're not ready to get into that. So, I want to give the floor to my co-host today, and let me allow yourselves to hear from them what like they can do for you if you are going through some challenges, or maybe you want to level up in your relationship right now. From my end, it's just simply growth is important. Grow. I mean, you have to be in a space where both of you is growing. All right, whether it is friendship, romantic, relatives, I mean, by kin, diba? The space that you occupy mutually, you see growth. Okay, so to me, that's what I look into a relationship. And if it's not something that you are experiencing today, and if you need professional help, trust me, alright? I get professional help for some of my basic relationships in life. I do. So sometimes mahirap kasi yun eh. You are getting too personal, alright? And a professional have to come in. And trust me, in my personal relationship, professional help of life coaches really help. So that's for me. Coach?
As a coach.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a coach of self-awareness because I believe that if you are aware of yourself, because meron lang naman talaga tayo may mga sa sarili natin meron tayong misunderstanding as well. So if we know ourselves more, if we understand ourselves more, then any complicated matters that we actually build sa sarili natin, it will be identified.
Or rediscovered.
Rediscovered and identified.
Self-evaluation, right? Okay. Coach?
Hi, I'm Coach Mel. Ano ko lang, i-empower yung tao, men or women. Kailangan kasi makita ng tao yung value niya. Kasi kung hindi mo tinitingnan na valuable ka, how can you empower yourself? So, yun lagi ang isipin natin. Ano yung halaga natin sa mundo, ano halaga natin sa bawat relasyon na involved tayo.
Yeah.
At kung gusto natin talaga ng romantic relationship, tama yung sinabi niya, I agree with Coach A, we have to be complete. Walang walang makakabuo sa pagkatao natin kasi tao na tayo eh. Tayo dapat muna ang buo, and then kung buo rin yung taong makakarelasyon natin, it will complement our personality. So may happiness talaga, mag-grow talaga yung tao dun sa relationship na kung saan sila nakuha.
Wonderful. Coach Andy. Oh, let's see the best for the
Ganda na pala
best.
po.
Oo.
So hi everyone, I'm Coach Kenny. What I do as a coach, I help people who have difficulty emotionally and mentally, especially in expressing themselves.
Wonderful.
And they want to discover their authentic self. Kasi the default here in, as we grew up, is there are a lot of yung perceived self
Yes.
that are thrown to us, whether it's from family, culture, society, that we believe that it is ourself. But in actuality and in truth, hindi siya yung authentic self mo. So, if you want to really know more about your authentic self and discover your authentic self, let's work together.
Coach Ed.
Hi, I'm again Coach Ed. So I'm into leadership coach. So in particular is in male. So if there's a male out there, yeah, if you want to really know the significance of being a leader, it's not about how strong, how powerful, and how rational we are. It's how compassionate and mindful we are that gives value to other person. So if you think that you're measuring your success based on what you can do, how strong you can be, maybe you can try to think twice or more and approach me or message up so we could discuss more how to give value and how to give significance in terms of leadership.
And that's a very strong foundation of building a meaningful relationship.
Yes.
If you can evaluate and you can really understand your level of leadership right now as a person, not only in your organization, but maybe in church, maybe in your ministry, in your relationships right now, romantically or in your family, then you're starting to see how you are going to be building really the powerful and impactful relationships.
Yes.
No? So I believe you're really looking into your leadership style,
Yes.
diba? And your leadership gauge right now will really help. Okay. Coach Clint?
My name is Coach Clint. I'm a relationship coach. Yun. So what I do
Okay.
is I help you realize what are your values. I want to walk with you as we go through your core values. What matters to you, and what is the kind of relationship you really want to have.
Yeah.
Diba? Kasi to me, this is when you know what you want in life and what you value and how you see yourself, it will reflect dun sa klase ng tao na hanap. So if you,
Galing.
let's say if you are looking for a long-time partner, when you look for a person, you don't just go for anyone. You don't just go dun sa guwapo or sa maganda, sexy,
Yeah.
magaling. You don't
Yeah.
go for that. You
Yeah.
go for someone who you believe will be partnering with you and will help na kayong dalawa to grow together.
Yes.
Na together kayo, you will be walking through life
Yes.
and you see na, alam mo yun, mag-drive talaga kayo and it's not just na hindi trophy person, parang
Trophy. Ang ganda, hindi ka trophy. Hindi ka ganyan. Oh. Hindi ka staff toy.
So, ang talaga is, this is most, what my heart really beating for is yung mga tao, they feel lost in relationships. Parang they feel so burdened na bakit.
And you have a talk?
And I have a talk. Sa
It's a
February
free talk, February 18.
Feb 18 will be the start. It's actually a series. So it's Relationships 101. Entering relationships with a purpose. So this is the first installment. So this will be talking about your purpose in entering a relationship. So bakit nga pa talaga pumapasok sa relationship? And this will be talking about yung totoong purpose mo.
Ayan, Coach ER, bakit daw ba talaga pumapasok sa relationship?
Again, the wine.
Again, the why.
Tsaka dun sa nag-motivate kayo sa'yo, dun na pumasok sa relationship. Yun.
Okay, so relationship matters because it is really a matter in your life to begin with.
Yeah.
Because you are in existence today because that relationship mattered to your parents to begin with. Okay, your parents matter really thoughtful of a kind of relationship that they had, and hence we are all now in existence and we are all now living. All right, growing up, there are a lot of relationships that started to really develop. Some of them are passing. All right, not because they are not of value, but some of the relationships are still important and matters, but they have already passed the season. All right, some of relationships are impactful to us today, and it matters because of their divine purpose. Some of the relationship is a matter to us today because they are the focus of what we are doing today. And maybe you are in a season of your life where you are already planning for your next season, which is forevermore, Coach A. Engaged. Congratulations. And we're praying for that, and we
Next
always
year.
celebrate. Okay, it's been next year pa naman, no? And we are always celebrating when a man commits to a woman for life, eternity, and forevermore. O kami forevermore po talaga. Oo, it exists. But forevermore only exists and can only exist if you believe that yourself is valuable enough of that forevermore.
Yes.
At the end of the day, we've started last week. So if you missed our episode 1 last week, we talk about self-love. You can find this in YouTube, okay, Coach A channel, and those have been shared. You can you can find it still here at Life Coach Philippines page. And today we took off, okay, we started with allowing you, okay, watching from Olongapo. Hi, Olea, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Okay, today we really started with you understanding the relationship that matters, not because it is romantic, all right, but because it is really a matter in your life today. So it has nothing to do with you being romantically affiliated or romantically attached to somebody. I use the term affiliated because I met somebody who said, I am not romantically attached, I am romantically affiliated. So I researched for that, okay? Affiliated meaning you are in a situation wherein you are starting to feel something. O di ba, alam ko, sa akin,
Starting. So parang sa mga
Getting
MU
to know
starting
you.
pala.
yes, getting to know you.
Getting to
Okay,
know
that's something that's my tip for you this afternoon. Oo. Romantically affiliated. Okay. So you are in a
This is like coach.
Ano yan? Relationship status affiliated.
Oo, affiliated. Okay. So medyo nahirapan ako. Sabi ko, I'm not sure because am I not a relationship coach? But, I check on the hashtag
Affiliated.
or romantically affiliated. No, it's not. Yeah.
Professional.
They're not romantically connected. They are not romantically committed. But the person said, Coach, I am romantically affiliated with someone else. Okay,
Another
so,
learning.
okay, affiliated. So hashtag, okay, affiliated. Okay, so with all the relationship that matters, grow from affiliations to forevermore, because forevermore exists if you believe you're capable of that. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining another episode of Life Coaching Philippines Coach Cafe. See you again next Saturday, 12 noon.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.